in our darkest moments. When life flashes before us.
When I was playing through and reviewing Tomb Raider last year on Xbox 360, not once did I ever feel as though that while I was enjoying the experience, I couldn't help but wander off and think about what this game may look like on next gen hardware. Tomb Raider was a stunning looking game on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, so an upgrade never felt like it was needed. Still, here we are, and with new hardware and Square Enix having decided to release the same base game as last year's version with a bunch of visual upgrades and all the previously released DLC. But, is Tomb Raider still a great game though a year later? Definitely. Tomb Raider was easily one of the best games released last year, rebranding one of the most iconic female protagonists in gaming. Gone is the badass, albeit sexualised, hot pants wearing Lara, and in her place is a more relatable, sympathetic Lara that is much more interesting to follow and uncover her story. Lara Croft in the reboot of Tomb Raider is one of the best female characters in some time, that goes from being a terrified, merciful person to a risk-taking powerhouse she becomes later on in the game. The character or the story of the game wasn't perfect in last year's version, and obviously this time nothing's changed. The sudden change in progress in Lara becoming a killing machine is still jarring, and there's still some story beats that just don't hit their mark. Still, despite its shortcomings, the game is a thrill ride from beginning to end, from gameplay to the progression of Lara Croft in her origin story. The action in Tomb Raider is almost perfect. You begin the game just trying to survive, but by the end you'll be moving about at a blistering pace through new areas, facing new foes and traversing the stunning island. Moment to moment gameplay switches things up consistently to always make you guess what's coming next. You can easily go from slow paced traversing of the landscape to taking on a couple of dozen enemies that end in Lara trying to run away from explosions and objects barreling towards her. The pace never lets up and will keep you invested from beginning to credits roll. While the action of the game is linear, you can spend some time exploring the island, jumping back and forth between the previously visited areas. In these areas there are dozens of collectibles to find as well as hidden tombs. These optional tombs are filled with great environmental puzzles that make you enjoy completing each one. Apart from the single player, the definitive edition includes all the previously released multiplayer maps. Unfortunately, it doesn't make the multiplayer any better. It can sometimes feel unsatisfying to make your character move around the map as well as uninspired gameplay. The upside is that with nothing else really out there right now, the multiplayer may give a few rounds or even hours of fun, but it isn't needed because the single player is of such a high quality. If you haven't played the game yet and own a next gen system, it's practically a no-brainer as it's one of the best games on the new system, both in terms of gameplay and visuals. It's a tough sell for everyone else though, but then again, I don't think that's who this game is aimed at. This seems strictly for those that have the new systems, haven't played the new Tomb Raider yet, and want an amazing game on the new hardware. For the full written review, head on over to Gamesmack.net.